Our viewer question today, they would like to know what you think about drinking celery juice, 16 to 32 ounces daily on an empty stomach.
Oh my, there are important features in that question. First of all, I'm definitely pro celery as a wonderful vegetable, and it's got some very important nutrients: vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K. But it's very rich in sodium and potassium. You have some magnesium in it as well, so it's a great vegetable. Now, she's talking about, this questioner is asking about celery juice and a fair amount of it on an empty stomach. And so now we're getting into a different category. In other words, just chopping on a few celery stalks is wonderful. Chopping up, putting into your salad, great thing to do. When you juice, first of all, you are leaving behind all the fiber with a lot of phytonutrients attached to it. But now you're left with the concentrated nutrients that are in that juice. And they're absorbed very quickly. And this person is talking about 15 to 32 ounces. You're talking about two big 16-ounce glasses here. And when it's on an empty stomach, I think they're saying definitely, say before breakfast, before lunch. But it sounds like they're just chug-lugging a couple of big glasses of celery juice down. And this causes me concern in that without the fiber, nothing slows down the absorption. And this is a high potassium liquid you're drinking. And to dump 32 ounces of a potassium-rich liquid into your stomach that's absorbed almost immediately, and suddenly the amount of potassium in the bloodstream has to go up significantly. And it's a beneficial mineral, but the question does, in too high a dose, whether it can cause disturbances with your heart rhythm, be a little difficult for the kidneys to metabolize. This gives me concern. No other animal does this. I mean, there are potassium-rich grasses and roots and things that the horses and the antelope eat, but they sure don't consume 32 ounces of liquid celery juice down there. And so I have concern. And it smacks a little bit of the magic bullet, holy grail that so many in the health scene seek after. And in that grouping is our acai berries and Himalayan sea salt and kombucha tea and these nutrients that if I just have an extra helping of acai berries on my cereal, and I sprinkle a little more Himalayan sea salt on my veggies, I'll be healthy. And this 32 ounces of celery here, so that's my magic elixir for the day. As I said, it's not necessarily totally benign, and health comes from healthy living and healthy eating, and as Dr. Colin Campbell reminds us in his book, Whole. It has to do with the whole food stream of whole foods coming through our digestive system like nature intended. And these isolated food substances, and 32 ounces of celery juice would certainly have to be an isolated food substance. Again, what is this person seeking? What are we really trying to do with this? As I said, celery is a wonderful vegetable. And a small, even a medium glass of celery juice should be fine, but just sip it over the course of a few hours. Have it on your desk and take a little sip and put it down and get on with your work there. An hour later, have another little sip. And, take all morning, take all afternoon to go through a 16-ounce glass of celery juice. But I'm concerned about knocking that thing back and letting it all flood into your system. So it all comes down to our old-time admonition: eat whole foods, and juices should be consumed judiciously. And again, don't seek magic bullets. The whole plant-based food stream is the magic bullet you are seeking. So eat those whole foods, eat lots of fresh foods, lots of salads, there's lots of celery in it. That's all fine. But I think the whole foods are so much more beneficial than just the juices. And that much celery juice consumed all at once on an empty stomach gives me some medical concerns that we spoke about. So eat those whole foods and you ought to be fine. Hi everyone, Dr. Michael Klaper here, announcing our new format for our Q&A with Dr. K. Annie Hagen will be asking me one question that's been sent in by our viewers. So if you want to see if your question is getting answered, do join us for our Q&A with Dr. K right here. Hope to see you then.